Namaste. So let us move to the next problem, which is a bit advanced. From the following trial balance of Netravati Bank Limited as on 31st March 2016, prepare the final accounts in the statutory form. Okay, so first thing we have to identify which schedule each item belongs to. The first one is share capital, Schedule 1 capital. Second one, reserve fund. It belongs to reserves and surplus 2. Dividend equalization fund, reserves and surplus 2. Fixed deposits. It belongs to deposits 3. Cash certificates. It belongs to deposits. See, all these are the credit balance. It is showing credit balance. These are the liabilities. Bank has to pay to the external parties, right? Then contingency accounts. Contingency accounts comes under other liabilities and provisions. 5. So travelers check payable. Other liabilities and provisions. The bank has to make the payment here. Right? Then savings bank account comes under SB deposit, right? Deposits. 3. Interest suspense account. So interest suspense account here it is showing credit balance. So what we are supposed to do is from advances we have to deduct. So from ninth schedule we have to deduct this interest suspense account. Recurring deposits comes under deposits 3. Loans, cash credits and overdrafts comes under advances. It is an asset, see debit balance it is showing. Government securities. So this is showing debit balance. So asset, investment 8. Shares of companies, again it is investment 8. Premises, fixed assets 10. Branch adjustment account, other assets. Because it is showing debit balance, right? So it is asset. Then current deposits comes under deposits 3. Clear? Cash in hand and with RBI. Cash and balances with RBI. Schedule 6. Bills purchased comes under advances. Interest and discount comes under profit and loss account. What is that schedule? 13. Interest earned. Commission and brokerage, other income 14. Salaries, operating expenses 16. Provident fund contribution, operating expenses 16. Because bank is making the payment. Then provident fund, so it is liability, right? See, they are showing provident fund 20,000. So it is liability, credit side it is there. So it is other liabilities and provisions we have to write. This is the recurring expenses, okay? Every month they have to make the payment, no? So make sure the difference. Provident fund, it is a fund, so it is a liability, right? Contribution means every month they have to, bank has to make the contribution. So it is operating expense. This is revenue in nature. It is capital in nature. Then bills payable, other liabilities and provisions. Stock of stationery, other assets. Printing and stationery. It comes under operating expenses 16. Depreciation on premises, operating expenses 16. Bad debts. Bad debts we are writing under provisions. Unclaimed dividend, other liabilities and provisions. Motor vehicle, fixed assets 10. Employee security deposits, other liabilities and provisions. Profit and loss account. This we are writing in the profit and loss account. Advance payment of income tax. This is other asset. So assets only two types are there. Fixed asset and other asset. So it comes under current assets, no? So other asset 11. And there are adjustments. Provision for bad debts required is 15,000. So provision for bad debts, one we have to, all the adjustments will appear twice, right? So one we have to write under provisions 15,000. Okay, provision is there. Then under schedule 9 as advances. So we are getting the advance. We have that as I said, but there is bad debt. So we have to deduct. Here, rebate on bills discounted. It comes under interest earned, schedule 13, and other liabilities and provisions. 5. Bills for collection, 75,000. So, in the balance sheet, you might have observed the last item after contingent liabilities, after 12th schedule, the last one they have given bills for collection. There we have to write. Okay, we have to write, that's it. And here we are not using this for calculation. So, we are just writing. So, there is no two entries, correct? And it will not appear anywhere inside the balance sheet in sense calculation part. So, it is just simply writing this much bills we have for collection. So, we have to just write. So, only in balance sheet, you are just simply writing it. Then, travelers checks paid. So, other liabilities and provisions and schedule 6, that is in schedule 6 we are writing cash and balance with RBI. So whenever we are making a payment, we have to give out of whatever we have the cash. So we have to deduct, right? So it comes under schedule 5 and 6, other liabilities and provisions and cash and balance with RBI. Provide for taxation. So provision, under provision it comes, and other liabilities and provision. That is schedule 5. Then provide statutory reserve at 20%. So appropriation in the profit and loss account, appropriation we are writing, and the same thing we have to write in second one, reserves. Clear? So you know the schedules of profit and loss account and balance sheet. Let's see one by one. So share capital, same thing we are writing. It is given in the problem, 2 lakh. So reserves, I told you reserve part you can calculate at the end. You can leave some space here and you can continue with the other things. Because this reserve fund they have given in the problem 1 lakh, but dividend equalization fund is given 10,000. So in the adjustment they have given no statutory reserve, transfer to statutory reserve. This too you will get from your profit and loss account. So once your profit and loss account is prepared, then you can write this value. Okay, so leave some space and go to next one. Fixed schedule 3, deposits. Under that FD, SB, cash certificate, RD, current deposits. Everything we are writing, and the total is 5,70,000. Schedule 4, borrowings. It is not given in this problem. Not there, maybe. 5, contingency account. Schedule 5, other liabilities and provisions. Under that we are writing traveler's check payable. Here I told you traveler check total 25,000 was there. In that 5,000 payment is made. Correct? See here traveler's check paid 5,000. So schedule 5 and 6. The same thing. Total traveler's check, how much we are supposed to pay? From that, okay, 25,000 we have to pay, 5,000 we paid. So traveler checks remaining is 20,000. Clear? Provident fund, bills payable, unclaimed dividend, it is given in the problem. Then employee security deposits, rebate on bills discounted, provision for taxation. So total of all these will be 1,25,000. This we have to take for schedule 5. Schedule 6, cash in hand with RBI. So here what we are supposed to do is cash total what we have 2,02,000. Then traveler's check paid. So cash goes out. So remaining how much? 1,97,000. So schedule 7. 7 means balance with bank and money and call and short notice. That is not there. So nil. 8. Schedule 8. Investments. Government securities and shares of companies. 2,50,000 total. Loans, cash credits and overdrafts. 4,12,000 minus 2,000, that is interest expense account, minus 15,000. What is that 15,000? You know, in the problem it is given. It's related to bad debts, right? Provision for bad debts, 15,000. It is given in the adjustment, right? So we are deducting it. And we are writing here, bills purchased, 1,58,000. So total 5,53,000. Then premises 50,000, motor vehicle 62,000, 1,12,000. Then branch adjustments, stock of stationery, advance from income tax paid. So this we are writing under Schedule 11, other assets, 64,000. Schedule 12, a contingent liability is not there. Then profit and loss account schedules. Schedule 13, interest and discount. It is given in the problem. Less rebate. So we got 3,06,500. Then 14, commission and brokerage. So other income. So 15,000. Schedule 15, interest expended. Not there. Nil. Schedule 16. So in the Schedule 16, whatever expenses are there. Salaries, PF contribution, printing and stationery, depreciation on premises. So 1,07,000. Provisions and contingencies. Finally, bad debts, provision for doubtful debts, provision for taxation. This is 54,000. Clear? So the first thing what we have to do is profit and loss account preparation. So interest earned, Schedule 13, 3,06,500. Other income, 14, 15,000. These two we have written. So total is 3,21,500. Expenditure. Interest expended, 15, nil. Operating expenses, 16, 1,07,000. Then provisions and contingencies, 54,000. So total is 1,61,000. Now 3,21,500 minus 1,61,000 is 1,60,500. This is the net profit for the year. Then last year's profit. Profit or loss brought forward. It is given in the trial balance. It is given in the problem. 10,000. So total we have 1,70,500. Now we have to show how we have distributed this. So what did we do? Appropriation. Appropriation transfer to reserve fund. Statutory reserve 20%. So this one we have to take current year's net profit. 1,60,500 into 20%. 32,100. Transfer to other reserves. Nothing is there. Proposed value nothing is there. So balance carried over to balance sheet. 1,38,400. Look at these two figures very carefully. 32,100 statutory reserve. Profit and loss. Balance carried forward to balance sheet 1,38,400. Where we are supposed to write these two? In the second schedule. Reserves. Right? Statutory reserve 32,100. Profit and loss account 1,38,400. Clear? Then we are going to prepare the balance sheet, the final. So capital they have given 2 lakh. Then resource and surplus schedule 2. We have calculated 2,80,500. Then deposits 5,70,000. Borrowings not there. Other liabilities and provisions 1,25,500. So total 11,76,000. Then asset side, cash and balance with RBI schedule 6 1,97,000. Balance with bank and money at call and short notice not given, nil. Investments schedule 8 2,50,000. Advances 5,53,000. Fixed assets 1,12,000. Other assets 64,000. So total 11,76,000. But here you have to write the bill for collection. So it is missed out. Here you have to write the amount. How much bill for collection? So we have to write bill for collection 75,000. That's it. So first thing you should understand each and every schedule and identify like which item goes where. Then it is very easy. Okay, I hope you understood this problem. Thank you.